Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 3.0. In the previous episode we finished our igneous rock production design and today we'll hopefully see it in action. In the meantime, we ended things with another cliffhanger in order to actually enable the iron volcano here finally. I'm still filling this up. Right now we are just at the edge of actually expelling the gases. I think I might be able to add another temp shift plate to just fill up the upper row and then we should be golden in order to close this off. I will then actually empty it out a little bit, get myself another access point. Let's say we could do this for instance right here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So I want to dig all of that out and we want to come from this direction. Also get rid of that Weesward. There is my temp shift plate. Please, let this be the last one. In the meantime, it looks like we are almost done here filling up the cooling chamber. I'm gonna leave this running until the liquid vent overpressures so we have it completely full and maximum heat capacity. Also here with the water, I'm gonna stop as soon as we reach the second tile. Actually, I'm gonna completely fill the second tile as well. This should be plenty of steam. Then before I forget, you also mentioned that we should cut off the pump here. You also mentioned that by mining with the robo-miner, we do lose half of the mass, and since this contraption is to get the igneous rock, of course this is something we want to prevent from happening, but my suspicion is that we're gonna be able to convert these items as soon as we are done with the initial magma layer here. So whenever it erupts the next time and we already got rid of the magma that is currently here, then these shouldn't solidify into solid tiles. But every now and then it could still happen, and this is why we have the robo-miner. However, you gave me a tip. If that doesn't work, if we get too many items, then, well, I guess we could exchange this tile here with a mesh tile. So liquid will be able to go inside of it, but then it solidifies and I'm not even sure. It might actually get pushed over and up to this tile, so we wouldn't even need the robo-miner. But since we had so much room in here, I figured it's a good security measurement to have. Actually, what we should do at this point is close it off. Yeah. That would be better. This is going to be the end point. And I'm just quickly going to make my way up here so I can also close off the other tile. By the way, you also noticed that we have some more debris basically everywhere. It is so devastating, but the worst thing here is this part with the pipe. Honestly, I'm not so sure about this. I might just get rid of that for now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We managed to do it. Now we have to act swiftly and close it off immediately. Let's do these two tiles. Yes. Come on, before it solidifies again. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, Ellie, you're wonderful. Oh no, I used the wrong material. I don't have igneous rock. Ah, gosh, are you kidding me? Wait. We just have to borrow a little bit. Let's take it from here. Okay, so my plan is to open up this tile. All the water is going to be drained into this liquid lock, and some of the water is going to remain, probably. Of course, Ellie has to go for a nap right now. She couldn't wait. But yeah, it looks like we're almost ready to get this volcano going. It will be dormant for another 40 cycles, so it's nothing too exciting. But with the magma already in place, we can at least see the functionality of the contraption. The iron volcano erupts in 0.5 cycles. I believe that might be enough time in order to attempt this. Now I think we cannot blindly trust the system. We did that before and then some oxygen landed in here. So I want to tile this off and then I'm gonna make my way in. I just want to make sure that nothing goes wrong this time around. Good. Now we have to find a way to remove this insulated tile. Oh no, I should have thought of that before. I guess we can get in from the top here. So we add that tile right here, remove these two. Yes. Okay. Re-add this guy here, though not granite. This should be igneous rock, which I don't have right now. Okay, we can just remove them all now, I guess. And did that work? Yes, we have a vacuum here and the water is going down. Okay, now we can also replace the igneous rock tile. Thank you. That actually worked exactly the way I wanted it to. The iron volcano is going to erupt in 0.2 cycles, so I might just wait one moment. There, now it is back into idling stage, which means we can add the temp shift plate here, but maybe more importantly, let's do the railing. And this should be made out of wolframite. Let's not make the same mistake. So we go through here and there, though the other guys, they don't need to be wolframite. Only the rail at the bottom and the top here should be wolframite, and also I don't have wallpaper behind these two tiles. Oh, and another thing I almost forgot was the timer sensor here. Of course, we only want to activate the auto sweeper every now and then so it doesn't waste too much power. At this point, I'm still waiting for more water to actually drain. And if we catch the right moment, we will not have to add the temp shift plates, but the temp shift plates are going to be a valuable trick to do all the other volcanoes. Oh, what happened here? Ah, check this out. This actually became really hot. Nice. Natural steam barrier there. In the meantime, I think this is now enough water. I actually kind of forgot about it. Let's cut off the pipe here, let the rest of the water go in, and then we are gonna start the contraption. Actually, we can already get it started right now. So the sensor here needs to change. I want this to be around 200 degrees or so. So if we are above, let's say 195, then I want to send a green signal and open up the door. Let's see how that is gonna feel like. And it's heating up the tile pretty drastically here. And now all the water is heating up as well. Wow, look at that. This actually goes really quickly, and we are now also losing all the heat here. Now, of course, as mentioned in the beginning, this is going to be an issue in terms of solidifying tiles and losing mass, but we'll have to observe once we got rid of the initial magma. In the meantime, we're down here to 525 kilograms of water. We only have 3 tiles here. That means if we want to be below a maximum pressure of 150 kilograms, we cannot have more than 450 kilograms. So that means we need to wait until this is, let's say, just below 400 or so, and then that's the point where we can close this off. And here for our first steam production, we'll still have to wait a little bit. This is gonna solidify very soon, I believe. What is the freezing point? Like, there it is. 1409 degrees. Wait, are you serious? We have oxygen. Oh man. You know, this is what frustrates me about the game. The freaking liquid locks. Why don't they give us better options? This is absolute insanity. Okay, things are starting to happen here at the minor volcano. We already got debris, and I don't think the robo-miner was actually involved in that. Well, maybe in the first part, the first one got solidified, but after that everything else got changed into debris. I was just too late to record it. Now I think we might be able to use the heat of the debris here. No, actually it doesn't work. It doesn't transfer it to the metal tile anymore. So unfortunately we'll have to take this hot debris and lead it through the water, but this is why I let it up so high, so we can potentially lead this through. Now I see another problem, since we built this out of aluminium, that essentially means we might not be successful. So before I enable this, I definitely want to make a save game, just in case we need to wait for the volcano to become active again. In the meantime here, I made another liquid lock. Now we don't have too much water. The volcano is gonna erupt very soon, but hopefully we can survive one eruption in order to get the gases out of there really quickly. And then hopefully this is the very last time I have to do this. This was extremely agonizing. Ellie, of course, right now it's her downtime, but I think we might be able to get one eruption going here without all the water already cooking up. There is Ellie, pressure rising. Come on, Ellie, we have to do this. Pump this room out. Oh man, I'm getting sick of this. And it's already very cold here. Come on, heat up the water a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Please, no steam. That would be great. That would be great. How long is this gonna continue for? Yeah, the iron is very hot, that is for sure, but my rails should have survived. Like, this conveyor rail is now pretty hot. 2400 degrees to be exact, but it is not melting. In the meantime, the pump is doing its thing, and we have another 1.4 cycles until the next eruption. I'm gonna wait for this iron to cool down even more. It doesn't look like the water is going to evaporate right now. This is now back down to 72 degrees, and we are not further cooling down the igneous rock. So I want to do a test, and I'm gonna save scum this in case it goes wrong. Basically, I want to see what happens to my rails once I start picking up this really hot igneous rock. So let's test it out. All, and that is going to be picked up. Now maybe we should check the temperatures. Doesn't look like the... Oh, Okay, we might be able to get away with it. Let me check the rails too. What is your temperature? Ah, nice. Okay, the conveyor rails also don't conduct the heat if there is no medium. That's interesting. That means we should be able to heat up the water without anything melting before. Igneous rock comes in here at 1300 degrees and goes out at 900, so it will have to take a little tour here. And now this conveyor loader is probably heating up. No, it's actually not. Yeah, that's really interesting. It's just something about vacuums that I don't get sometimes, but there we go. Now we should be heating up the water even more to the point it becomes steam, and then the entire thing is going to be a little bit more balanced. Good. Back to Coldito. How far are we here? Still a lot of micrograms of oxygen left in here. The iron, however, has almost completely cooled down, and the water isn't even that hot. We might survive another eruption without issues. Yes, we did it! We have a vacuum once again. Get rid of the pump immediately. Now it's all about closing this off before it happens again. I'm gonna scream internally if it happens again. Very loudly. There is my conveyor loader. We're also gonna remove all the debris now. There, debris is removed. I'm also gonna add the temp shift plate now that we are a little bit below the target. I want to add a temp shift plate out of ice right here in the dead center, and then we will be closing it off. There it is. It actually melted right away. Now we have, yeah, above 300 but below 400, so it's kind of perfect. Hallelujah! We did it! We did it! I can't believe it. Okay, sweep up everything, and then we can get this going the next time in 0.2 cycles. In the meantime, look at that. We already get our first steam. Very nice, very nice. I like it. How far did we get? Oh, look at that. We already got some items below the 200 degree mark, which is perfect. And now they are moving up to the next stage of cool. Wait, I totally forgot to bring them to the next stage of cooling. What? How could I forget about that? That does make absolutely no sense. Yeah, of course, we don't want to bring the hot items over here and bring them into the system. They first need to go through the cooling chamber. What am I doing? So generally speaking, it might be good to just go straight up here. And then that means we'll have to add a bunch of bridges. So let me maybe cut this off so we don't get too many hot items in the joint. We'll add a conveyor bridge right there. Add some more bridges like so, and then we'll be able to go straight up. That should be possible. So all of these are gonna connect together, going straight up. We continue even further, then take our little bath here and loop around, go back down again. Geez, I'm still gonna be left with 2 rails I don't know really what to do with. Yeah, I think it might be better to do something completely different. So instead we're gonna be going out like so and then over. And this is where we'll be joining. So these 2 lines, they also go down. So I'll have to add bridges for them here as well. We cut these lines and this is now gonna go straight through. So after the bath it is going over, which renders all of this here absolutely useless, and this is not good for me because that is gonna leave some debris again. But what you're gonna do, it's a change we have to make. I don't want the 150 degree items in the joint, no sir. Let's check back on Coldito. Rising pressure. I want to see this eruption. This might be the one that gets us over the edge. Oh, actually no. The water is still probably too cold, but we'll see how the auto sweeper reacts. Also, let's set the timer sensor. The green duration, let's do about 2 seconds maybe, and then the red duration is gonna be 30 seconds. Did we set the rails right below 200? Okay, that looks like it's set, and therefore this can go for it. Nice. Now we can also see if the green duration is enough. Wait, it did pick up nothing. Let's set the green duration to 5 seconds. I believe that is what you mentioned here as a timing, but I'm gonna go with 60 seconds for the red duration. There, auto sweeper. It was still not enough. It actually dropped a bunch of things, so let's go to 7 seconds. It just needs enough time to pick something up and put it in the conveyor loader. Now, is this happening? Oh, wait. Something. Oh no. Oh, are you absolutely kidding me right now? What went wrong? The items go out here, hop over, so they don't have priority. Oh, come on, this is so ridiculous. Why do you have to do this to me? Well, at least we have an easy way to get in, but let's think about how to fix this. Well, this bridge is not functional, right? On Vivani, we quickly have to make our way into the contraption in order to finish the rails there. But this is actually already looking pretty functional, except that we now have debris that I don't really want here. Though this kind of looks decorative and it's exactly 100 kilograms. So it's kind of OCD friendly debris. There, we're inside picking up the debris and also building the rails. Maybe that wasn't too bad of a change. Hopping over here, then we go through the conveyor loader and directly over. This means we will be blocking the conveyor loader from spewing out new items. And the conveyor loader only has one direction to go. I think this might work. So we can do it with just one bridge. That's probably what you meant. There it is. Okay, we should see the items flowing now. Okay. Okay, I think it actually worked. I just had to enable it for a brief moment. Yeah, it actually works. Okay. Close. No. What are you doing? Close it off. Close it off. Wonderful. I can't believe we finally have a finished system here. This is absolutely insane. Camille, can you also finish the rails here? And then I'm gonna be very happy. And the rails are done, meaning, yes, my stuff is now going through the final cooling chamber, and this should be fairly efficient. And new igneous rock can come in and finally activate the system. The debris is now coming out at 50 degrees, which is more or less perfect. Let me see, is this already heating up? Do we actively cool this now? Yes, with 8.3 degrees. And the aqua tuner is doing its work as well. Nice. Okay guys, I think we can finally relax. Jeez, that was kind of insane. But yeah, basically now that we have the finished module, I just want to see it in the working, and then I'm gonna clone it over for all of the other things. I'm not gonna make one episode for each of these. I'm just gonna do them as side projects whenever I get the time. Something else I remember we wanted to do is actually grab some petroleum. We are ready here with the water, so we should change that and go over to crew deal here. Who is the crew? Actually, let me see. It is Gosman. This is good. Checklist is alright. Begin the launch sequence and Gosman can go collect some petroleum. Actually, we should make sure I don't want to collect the ethanol. We also don't want to collect water any... Wait. No. Did I just do that? Did I just remove... Okay, I thought I removed my water there. No, we want petroleum instead of ethanol. And if we actually go check over on crew deal, this might be an issue because right now we haven't set it up. So I wonder, could I do that, connect these, and then, well, maybe not connect them yet, but I want to remove the current ethanol in there. Also looks like it was about time to go back to crew deal. I'm using up the last of my water reserves. We need to fill up our liquid reservoirs there. There it is, another iron volcano eruption. How hot are we? Look at that. It is going up really quickly. Already at 80 degrees almost. And the iron is now getting pumped through. Looks like the auto sweeper had enough time to actually pick up everything. And it is now cooling down, taking its sweet time to do so, only coming out at, what, 200 plus degrees. So we'll still have to find a way to actively cool it down afterwards, but I think I'm gonna do that with all the volcanoes together. Very nice. I think we can now tend to other matters. This is now cooling down. Look at that. Very nice. The only issue could be this little part here where we are leading the hot items through the steam turbine room, but it's just a very short distance, isn't it? Good, I'm gonna leave these projects be. I'm gonna focus on my next task, which is actually to bring over the petroleum. Today, to wrap up the episode, I would like to at least produce some supercoolant, so we know all about that as well. Okay, now that the contraption is fully built, I kind of want to prevent more igneous rock loss from this world, so I'm actually gonna remove that igneous rock again. I assume we will be needing plenty more on this planetoid in the future, and look at that, the ethanol is already being used up again. So I guess as soon as we brought over the petroleum from crew deal, we're gonna be going for another ethanol trip to Glowani. Looks like this is becoming a regular thing. My suggestion is to actually set up a third rocket so we have a little more leeway on what we can do. Before I forget, we need a way to actually unload the petroleum. Should we expand this to the right a little bit? It would probably be wise to add a third platform here and then another unloading station. So at least up to this point we are gonna utilize. Let's maybe get that going already. I'm gonna place my ladder here instead. We're gonna be needing a new cable routing that is gonna go through there. And of course that also means we need to reroute all of the piping here we have. Though this is my old steam pipe, I don't necessarily need that anymore. Let's get rid of that for now. And then finally this tile here is gonna be my new joint plate. Our liquid rocket port unloader will be situated right there. And now basically all I need is a pipe that leads into my reservoirs here. I have some oil and also petroleum in these. Let's maybe separate the oil from the petroleum. I'm gonna move the oil over there. Wait a second, the molecular forge doesn't have a liquid input. What if I tell them to produce supercoolant? Yeah, they need petroleum. Do I need to bottle that up maybe? So instead of bringing the oil over here, we might want to have the petroleum here on the top together with a pitcher pump. Yeah, let's maybe try that. We're gonna build something like this and give ourselves access from the transit tube point. And we're also gonna add a pitcher pump. Since we're at it, we're also gonna add a bottle emptier where we drop all the petroleum we find. By now, I think we should have landed already. No, 78 seconds still. I forgot to unequip Gottman's Atmo suit. It is now actually worn. So what we'll have to do is take care of that as soon as he lands. And then I think what I'm gonna do is hijack this pipe that I used to bring water to the steam rocket. And we're then gonna lead it all the way over. This is of course the petroleum. We're gonna lead it down. At this point replace all of these with insulated pipes and then lead them into the liquid reservoirs. From here we can come out, put this through a little filter system with a liquid pipe element sensor right there. A liquid vent here. Connect these. The petroleum should be dropped this way and then we're just gonna lead this over and collect the oil on the other side. That should be plenty to build. Let's check out the rocket. I need Gottman to move into Crew Deal's living module. So you should be going here and picking up a suit. Oh, actually he cannot. Oh yeah, check this out. There's no ladder access, but maybe we can give him ladder access unconventionally. No, never mind, that did not work, so we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way by getting his friend to build a ladder. While we're at it, we also need another rocket port unloader to get the water out of there. Rocket port unloader is in place. What we want is the water from the rocket, which is now going into my reservoirs. Nice. At the same time, we should be getting the petroleum. I suspect this isn't working because there's still some ethanol left, but you know, just 10 kilograms I presume we can take. Let's activate that, and now we should be getting petroleum. No? Did I not connect it yet? Ah, of course. There we go. Wonderful. So now this is loading up, and I will meet you back as soon as we landed back on Vivani and are actually able to extract the petroleum in order to build with it. Oh, wait a second. Someone actually already did it. Yeah, we have the fullerene in here, and look at that. This is supercoolant. Wow. Okay. Where do we want to store the supercoolant? Let's maybe add another chamber here for the supercoolant. We're gonna also add a pitcher pump and maybe a bottle emptier here to put it in. But just to look at the properties, the specific heat capacity is 8.4. That's like double the amount of polluted water. And thermal conductivity is 9.4. Let's actually compare this to water. I also have water right there. We have specific heat capacity of 4 and thermal conductivity of 0.6. So supercoolant is definitely super. Alrighty, long story short, I'm back with my rocket. It is full of petroleum. I'm now remodeling everything to accommodate a third station. And now basically all we're missing is this platform here. Oh no, looks like I left a little bit too much space. No problem, we're just gonna move the liquid port unloader. I suspect we're gonna need a tiny bit more space for another unloader type anyways. So let's have that right here, linked up. In the future I'm gonna reroute the pipe, but for now I just want the petroleum to be rolling in. You can see we already have some of it here, and I started to collect my supercoolant right here. At the moment we can see we have 249 kilograms, but really it is double that because the pitcher pump cannot reach the other side. However, as soon as we got the rocket platform in the joint together with the liquid rocket port unloader, we're gonna be golden in terms of petroleum. Maybe we should emphasize building that a little bit, since I also already placed all the wallpaper and everything. I just couldn't stop myself. There it is, filters not designated. Give me petroleum. Yes, it is flowing and we're refilling the water. As mentioned, I need to get back to Crudil, get some more ethanol over to Glowani, but there is the petroleum. It will be shipped over into this reservoir here. Therefore, we'll be able to pick it up with the pitcher pump and we can put it directly into the molecular forge to produce our supercoolant. Wonderful! Maybe to wrap up the episode, we're just gonna witness one craft and then I'm gonna be very happy. There it is, the liquid gold. I love it. It's dropping as intended and we also managed to ship over the oil. But there we go, a duplicant should be coming very shortly. Yeah, Turner. He is picking up petroleum, not a lot, mind you, so the petroleum is gonna last for a while. And there it goes into the molecular forge. Some gold has also been delivered, 1000 grams of fullerene. Oh yeah, now we are going for it. And Gosman is the lucky one to actually craft it. I mean, he deserved it. He got the petroleum over here, right? And now we can just keep going with that. I mean, we had 2 tons of fullerene. The supercoolant is bottled up, so it will be brought directly over to the bottle emptier then. Yes, I kind of like that, and we still have plenty of fullerene. There it is. Very nice. Alright, let's wrap up the episode at this point. This, for a change, feels very much concluded. And I would say, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.